Hello. And welcome to Chicago by Night, Season 2, Episode 2, O'Hare. I am your storyteller, Quinn Sullivan, and joining me is this lovely coterie as always. And we will begin with the top down, starting with Lamar.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lamar. I am playing Matthias, the Malkavian preacher.
And then Dana.
Hi everybody, I'm Dana. Tonight I am playing Killer. They are of Clan La Sombra.
And then Vaughn.
Hello, I'm Vaughn. I am playing Nathan of Clan Tremere.
Alright. Before we begin today's stream, or tonight's stream, this show and every show on Soulbear RPG is brought to you by So Nerdware. So Nerdware is what the nerds wear. Click on the banner below and use the discount code SOULBEAR for 10% off of every order. Like your Matthias Murder Monday shirts. Or your Slurp Bishops. Yep. Or your Forbidden Slurp shirts. For all you Diablerie lovers out there.
Matthias has only killed 3 people, okay?
Shh. It's okay. It's great. You're doing great.
Now, like I said, before we begin, do we have any questions, comments, or concerns?
Several, but
But
I think I'm good.
right. So then let's jump right to where we left off. Matthias. Last we left with you in the hall. A prophecy given to you by 12 strange children as they were sprinting towards you and tackled you down to the ground with an unmatched strength of which you have never faced before. Holding you down, you flee, you attempt to break free. The beast itself comes through and attempts to break free, and the voices in your head are silent in this assault. One child hovers over your eyesight, and you can't help but keep your eyes open. You can't shut them. It smiles, looks down at you, shows its fangs. Its eyes glow even redder, and it sinks its teeth down upon your forehead. And you could feel those fangs bite in. And then all of a sudden you feel multiple fang puncture marks bite in and down all around you. They are draining you dry of your kindred blood, Matthias. And then, as soon as you feel like you're going to meet the final death, turn to complete ash. An interruption happens. Bzz, bzz, bzz. You're on the floor. Bzz, bzz. Your phone is vibrating, Matthias.
Yep, I'm gonna grab the phone. Who's calling me?
No call. A text. From Nina Rowland. Bronwyn's personal assistant.
Yes. What does this say?
Your lodgings will be found here at Miss Hewitt's personal bed and breakfast that you will find throughout the city. And she gives you a home, an Airbnb in the north side, just a little bit off Michigan Avenue, which is one of the major streets of Chicago. And when she refers to Hewitt, you know that is Bronwyn.
Sweet. Text back. Thank you. And remember, mercy.
Read, but no reply. The door opens, And Sarah exits out. Oh, and she sees you on the ground. Matthias, are you okay? What's going on? What you look distressed. What's happened to you?
I am okay. Visions of I tripped and remembered my own issues. Please help me up. And
Yeah,
look.
Go into my bed. No, let me take care of you before I leave.
No, that is absolutely unnecessary. I'm a bit more sturdy than I look, but you look appropriate. You have to go get clothes from Keller's area, and then be prepared. Your ride will be here any moment now, so please.
I'm not gonna leave you until I know you're okay. Charisma persuasion.
Yeah, god damn it. Actually, I'm not bad at that. I'm very not bad at that. How much hunger do I have? That's 2. 2 plus 1 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
She kind of smirks, still looking down as she reaches her hand to help you up. And as she does, she just continues and says, well, for sure, but you're going to call Jason, right?
Yes. If I need anything, I'll definitely call Jason.
All right. I'll see you later.
God bless you, Sarah.
Won't see you.
I know. You're being a jackass.
We've gotten to the Malkavian part where you begin talking back to the voices, huh?
After a while, they need to know that they're being a jackass. With all that, Matthias will send a text to his coterie. Room secured. Going to be at the bed and breakfast off Michigan. Everything else lined up. Have you figured out where this aviation lady is? Send.
Coterie.
Sounds good.
Thumbs up emoji.
So we're down to 1.
I'm fucking working on it. Give me a second.
We believe in you, Keller. Go with God.
Middle finger emoji.
So, where does Keller feel the most comfortable planning?
Unfortunately, Keller doesn't have time to sit and plan. Keller has to go see a woman about fucking drugs and bullshit.
Do you reached out to text her?
Yeah.
Or you could give her a call. It's not a masquerade violation if you're talking carefully.
I would just be like, hey, do you have some time? I need to talk to you about something.
The text is immediate. Is this business? Or do you just miss me?
Both? Question mark?
Crying laughter face. Where are you at?
Can be wherever you need me to be.
I'm near Succubus Club, but I'll come meet you. You still at the
Close to that,
hotel?
right?
You are. You're pretty near the rack.
Yeah.
But she asks if you're still staying at that hotel.
Yeah. Same room.
Cool. See you in 10. Alright. Let's go over to Mr. Taylor real quick. Quite the tense meeting with Critias. Are you heading back to the hotel as well,
Yeah.
Carl? Chicago
Assuming.
is quite a distant way from... Is it? Yeah, University of Chicago is a pretty lofty step journey. Make our way back to the near museum campus. Are you taking an Uber?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Just call one on my phone.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was that?
I just call for one on my phone.
Okay. Not a problem.
Just
On
the
your
app.
on your way back, in this Uber ride, what are you thinking about?
What possibly Curtius will ask of me later and how I'm going to do it.
Oh, but that's in the distant future. You have more immediate problems and tasks ahead of you, don't you?
I guess I'm gonna look up... One, I'm gonna try to look up this lady. Just to see if she's notable, like if she's in the... what was the official title? Oh god.
Department of Aviation.
Yeah, that. To see
Executive.
if I could find anything public about her. If there's anything. Just Google, basic searches first.
Biography pages come up from the Chicago O'Hare's personal website. And not only is Felicity Miller's name up front and center as the Department of Aviation Commissioner for Chicago O'Hare, it has a picture, a profile, where she studied. Quite an impressive woman. She is in charge of pretty much everything in Chicago O'Hare. She is the face of that airport, as it resides on this website at least.
Okay.
But Flyboy may be the one in charge.
She's the public face.
Exactly.
I send this link to Matthias because I know. Well, I sent to the group chat, but I know Keller really can't open it. Other than that, can I roll that occult plus intelligence roll?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Oh shit! Probably would help if I grabbed the right dice. Um, 4 successes, and I just dropped a die.
4?
Yep.
Were Thin Bloods a passionate subject for Nathan? Were they an
Maybe.
interest?
Probably a little, yeah. Not like super in depth, but be like, huh? Because they're like unusual even in kindred society.
Researching back through your memories and your banks, it's not like the Chantry has Google or Google Scholar. You can't exactly look it up. What you read, you have to retain. You know where you can get the information, but lucky for Nathan, he's quite the comprehensionist.
Okay, I just like lost half of that because you all froze. Sorry.
Oh, you are able to retain the information, and you know that thin bloods can not ghoul.
Okay. Good to know. Thinking. I already know I rolled earlier for Flyboy himself, so I already know what everything I can about him. Is there any kind of office, like, for the commissioner? Does she have any, like, office hours listed or, like, anything like that on the website or contacts?
There's a contact number for the Department of Aviation, but in terms of personal contact information for Miss Miller, no, unfortunately, there is not.
I figured. I bet she has an office in O'Hare proper, but God knows getting to that would be impossible.
Your Uber driver, at this point, drops you right in front of the Lincoln Hotel.
Thanks.
Yeah, bro, don't mention it.
Yep, I just drop a 5-star immediately and hop out.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. All right, take care now. And he goes to his phone to immediately, like, wait 5 minutes. Some dude just kind of goes on the, like, car, and he just sort of freaks out and just, like, kind of drives off real quick.
I head into the hotel.
All right. Is Keller near the fireplace?
Oh, yeah. Waiting for Howard to show up.
And the grand architecture of the Lincoln Hotel, right next to the not roaring fireplace at the moment. You see Keller.
Definitely not playing Snake on my BlackBerry.
Classic.
Huh? Oh, you're back.
Yep,
Fuck.
one thing taken care of. I show her the picture of the Felicity on the phone. Found some public information. Not much else. Just pretty much the head honcho of the airport.
Oh, that's worse than I thought it was.
She's the face of the operation. I'm sure Flyboy is the real power.
Right. But if she is occupado, then it might be easier to get them out of the airport. Because her word is law within the airport.
Yes. How we could get a direct contact with her, I am not sure. Because they don't really have any office hours listed, and if she does, I'm sure it's very much secured deep within the airport.
Real quick,
Right.
Matthias, are you heading down to the lounge as well?
Yeah, I was going to head
Lobby.
down to the lounge, yeah.
Alright, so you head down to the lobby once you've given enough breathing room for Sarah to get picked up. And you see your other 2 coterie mates sitting next to the fireplace.
Good morning.
Hello.
I got the link that you sent.
Mm-hmm.
This is good, but still incomplete news. Any way to track where they are now? If they are normal, then they would be asleep right now.
More than likely.
Unless she
Unless
works
they're
overnights,
Yep.
which with an
Especially if-
airport, it might be the case. Especially
Yeah.
tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
How far is O'Hare from here, actually?
That is a great question. Let me
Pretty sure it's a pretty chunk of a distance.
I mean,
It's
airports
low-
are never near the city.
It's located on the northwest side, so you're in the right direction.
I
It's
feel
not.
like it's a good 45 minutes outside of proper Chicago, but
It
I don't know.
actually isn't.
Oh.
Yeah, I was surprised by that too.
Kind of built like JFK. It was right outside the city.
Yeah, it's near the near north side. Maybe a 30-minute drive up to 90.
Okay. Long story short, we need them to alter their plans. Actually, if they're going to cause a problem for us during our guest arrival, then they may work overnights.
They might be prepared for one of us to show up.
How, Quinn, by the look of the picture, oh god, this is going to be bad. How old would I expect this person to be?
Late 40s to early 50s. Yeah.
This is a childish idea, but I'm not having any better ones. We could possibly try to call the airport directly for this woman and let her know that the family is having a problem. Maybe distract them. If anything, it'll bring them closer towards, or at least away from the airport.
We don't know anything about a family situation to make up.
Not wrong.
Have you Facebooked this person?
That's still a thing that exists.
Yeah. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn.
I mean, she's a pretty high-ranking public official. I doubt we're gonna find much, but I'll try. If I find anything, it'll probably be pretty base, bare bones. Like,
We just need a picture of a family.
I'll see if there is one. I'll give it a go.
A Mr. or Mrs. or baby Felicity. I don't really care.
Wits and technology check.
So just wits.
Yeah, that'd be the same role I'd have.
That's a fat fucking one success.
You find a professional LinkedIn profile where she studied local girl, but in terms of actual relationship ties, nothing.
Well,
No
she has an
social
impressive
media.
resume. That's about it. I am finding LinkedIn. Shit.
Yeah, I'm fucking drawing a blank on this, guys.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm same.
Everything I'm thinking would either cause the airport to shut down or do nothing.
I mean,
Or
if they're not
crossroads.
out at the designated time, then maybe causing a distraction somewhere else in the airport so that they can make an escape. Because if they're kindred, then they're gonna have means of getting out. But maybe if a distraction might help.
Hopefully, the only kindred we have to worry about is the thin blood. And if this person is the face of the company, I doubt that they have our particular skill sets.
Though Thin Bloods can't ghoul,
Well, that's
that-
good.
so she may not even be in the full now, if we're being honest.
They probably have some other connection.
CEO of the company tells the COO what to do, no matter how you cut it.
Perhaps a fresh perspective could help with this. As Maori walks through the lobby, looks around, kind of is like digging it in, and then sees you, Keller, and looks at the other two with curious glances and works their way over to you. What's up,
Hey.
dude? Hey, we? Hi.
Yeah.
Can I borrow her real quick?
Of course.
I'll be right back, guys. And I'll
All right.
start making our way down to my designated room in the basement.
While that's happening and about to happen, Thaddeus turns over to Alex and goes, "By the way, there's new developments in the burning of the city. Would you like to
Oh.
hear them?"
I think that would be useful, yes.
He just kind of tells what happened with the whole kids and the poem thing.
Jesus Christ, Matthias. You okay? Well, I mean, obviously not, but like,
No. But our good dear Keller there is either in a lot of trouble where we are.
You're right. I'll look into that little prophecy of yours at some point to see if I can find any kind of historical context beyond the gates of Thermopylae, anything deeper on the kindred side of things.
Appreciate it. Also, 12 small children. If you have anything about them, it'd be good to know why they attacked me.
12. Maybe it's something to do with the apostles. I don't know. Numerology's not been my total forte, but
Fair enough.
creepy zombie children spouting prophecies in unison while pinning you down is pretty fucked up.
College didn't prepare me for this.
That's a Jesus Christ. That's no kidding.
Maori will stop you before you hit the elevator. Nah, I'm all good, man. I just want to know what's going on. Are you? Hey, are you? Look, if you are, cool. I just want to make sure he's safe, you know, for you, because I know a guy who could be a lot better.
What are you?
Looks to
Clarity,
Matthias. Looks to you.
What?
Clearly got the wrong impression. Don't worry about it. My bad, dude. We're cool. You've been good. I gotta go back to Tao real
Ew.
quick. Hey, just want to make sure you're safe. Just want to make sure everything's okay.
I've been into some fucked up shit, but I think I'm a little bit beyond that. Thanks, man.
It's good work. Just, you know, with the right people.
Always, always. I have a few quick questions for you.
What's up, man?
So, do you know who this guy is? And I described the guy that I met at Tao earlier. You heard of him?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I kind of have an idea.
What's his deal?
Spider. Don't say that to his face. But... he's a vice lord.
Those guys that you run with?
I don't run. They're my...
Employers.
Yeah.
So, is he new in town? Because I haven't heard of him before.
No.
And
He's been around. I mean, he's local. He's been around. I think he was 63rd Street for a little bit. But... yeah, he's always... Look, the guy who's in charge... we're cool with him. I'm cool with him. But Spider's always been fucking creepy.
yeah, I got that from tonight.
Yeah, he's kind of like a stalker.
Like to you specifically, or just in general?
Oh yeah, me. Mostly me. But yeah.
Because I was at Tao doing some business, and he kind of came up on me, and I may have overreacted a little bit when he decided to press a gun into me, and I may have snapped his wrist.
Fucking hell yeah. I mean, I don't blame you, but that shit may come back though.
Yeah, I'm worried about you. I can take care of myself, but
Fuck.
yeah.
Okay, no names, but like
yeah.
the guy I'm cool with right now, he's getting promoted. That's the best way to say it. And like I said, I'm cool still with the Vice Lords. But it's looking like Spider may be in charge, and I don't know.
He just came up to me trying to say that I needed to fucking raise prices for bullshit. Like,
We're making enough.
exactly, we're getting more than enough.
Yeah, the guy who's still in charge for right now, who's gonna be gone like next week, like, we're still good. This is the first time hearing about this. He did this shit to you?
He literally just came up to me like, hey, you need to fucking raise prices. And I was like, who the fuck are you? I've never fucking seen you before. Pressed a gun into me, and I may have...
Kelly, this is important. Was anybody else with him?
No, he was alone.
All right.
He has a broken wrist to prove it too.
Probably a made-up story, too. The guy who's running things will believe me over Spider.
And he was
So-
threatening you specifically.
I know. I got to think about it. What about you, man? You look like you're stressing.
A little bit. I am one of my side jobs is being a pain in my fucking ass.
Those two?
Not those two. It's a job that I'm working. Basically playing escort, and it's kind of fucking annoying. But the other thing I actually wanted to talk to you in light of everything that I just fucking told you is I was wondering if you might know anybody who would be willing to put in as extra muscle for tomorrow night.
I could talk to the guys. Like I said, Spider's probably out of it for right now.
He might be a little bit occupied for the next night or two.
Yeah, but like, I know them. You know, guy in charge says, yo, you know, she's cool. Nobody touch her. Nobody mess with her. And they like me. So, you know, but like, this may be my last favor I could pull with them. But if you need it that bad, yeah, I can ask. You've been you've been a good seller.
Yeah, we both have someone who is also mutually interested in your well-being, so, and I give a shit about her, so.
Yeah, she's sweet.
Yeah, right?
So classy, too.
Classier than either of us probably deserve, but, you know.
Very true. Alright, yeah. I can call that in. No problem. Where are they meeting you? Where to and fro?
And I'll we're probably like back down to the room at this point, like just walking and talking. I'll grab a piece of paper and I'll just write out the instructions on paper. And I tell her once you're done with this, I know it's a little bit archaic, but when you're done with this and you memorized it, will you burn this for me? Just pretending you're an old-fashioned movie.
Burn after reading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's O'Hare to there. Shit, haven't been to O'Hare in forever.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people like that I run around with prefer Midway, but whatever.
Less traffic, less security.
And O'Hare is like just built really fucked up. Like Midway is just much more like simplistic.
Mm-hmm. You know. Yeah. Just memories, sorry.
You're good.
Airports are different now, huh?
Ugh. Well, still a whole bunch of bullshit. Absolutely.
Alright, Kelly. Well, yeah, this won't be a problem. I'll go talk to them, see what they say.
No, and hey, if that dude ends up being a problem for you, you fucking let me know, and I will take care of him.
Will do.
I'm not fucking shitting you, man.
Okay, dude, I got it.
I ain't about fucking bullshitting men trying to do whatever the fuck they want.
Preach.
That's the world, I guess, but
Well,
we can change that.
We do sell drugs in clubs, so.
There are worse things in the world.
Just saying, I'm a little used to it.
No, I get you. Yeah. Gets old after a while, though.
Alright, Kelly, well, if you don't need anything else, I'm gonna head out, alright?
Alright.
Oh, introduce me to your friends real quick.
Oh, yeah, sure. We'll
if
go back
he's
up.
not your pimp and everything. Like, I just
What?
want to know.
Wait, what? Is that what you thought?
Yeah.
Matthias the pimp?
He looks like.
He's a fucking preacher, dude.
Oh God, shit. A merchant named Slickback right now is so proud.
Oh my god, dude. Then maybe he was one in another life. Who knows?
Yeah, introduce me.
Hey, yeah, let's go.
The two work their way over to you.
Welcome back.
Well,
You two look comfortable.
Just thinking.
ducks
Anyway.
in the pond.
This is Maori, boys. Maori, this is Matthias, who is not a pimp. And Alex.
Um,
Nice
Hello.
to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm nice to meet you. I'm so sorry. Look, I mean,
it's
pretty girl, older man,
I unfortunately understand.
and
the
then you have him.
Yeah.
I've seen him around a pole before, so it's fine.
Huh?
Fair assumption.
What?
Don't worry about it, Matthias.
I apologize. My memory is not as strong as it used to be, but no, in fact, I am not a purveyor. I'm not a seller of flesh. I am simply a friend of these two.
Okay, well, nice to meet you. She looks kind of like super embarrassed.
It's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
Out of all the people to get it wrong about, a preacher is the least of your concerns.
Not that, buddy, but I'll see you later.
Bye.
And she leaves. Real
She
quick.
was cute.
She's very
Very cute.
perceptive as well.
Wait. Matthias, were you a pimp?
Oh no, I've never.
Matthias.
Were you a purveyor of bitches, Matthias?
Alex.
I was never a seller of flesh. At least not directly.
I mean, it's been a hot minute since I've done that shit, but damn, Matthias, what?
I've lived a long life, not as long as some of the people we've met, but
Life.
a life. But once again, never. I don't really know. I've never held the title of a pimp.
Anyway.
But there was one time that Nathan was offered $40 while he was standing next to a street lamp. So.
God, I know. $40 I know he was a cop, but Jesus Christ, like you don't get that much of a discount.
Wait, when did? Oh,
I mean, before I did some,
Oh yeah, whatever. We had to go pick up what's his name that's under your bed.
I mean, yeah, exactly that.
yeah. I hope he
Also,
likes.
is he ever gonna wake up?
I don't know, but I hope he likes the passages I've been reading him every night.
Good
Man,
practice.
that's gonna fuck him up even more when he wakes up.
Or save him. One of the two.
If he ever wakes up.
We'll
In this
find out
lifetime.
very slowly.
I think at some point we should probably tell the sheriff about that. They were coterie mates and everything.
It's not like that he's. It's not like he's a prisoner.
Isn't he?
I didn't do it.
I mean, he did jump out of a window.
Yeah.
On their own. Through their own will, I'm sure. Anyway.
We just found him like this. I mean, literally, it's the first time we saw him. We found him crumpled on the ground in Dorper.
Well, I've done enough morally questionable things today. How about we focus on the task at hand?
Felicity.
Right.
Which I am at a fat fucking blank, as you said earlier.
But we might have backup for tomorrow. Mauri's going to talk to the Vice Lords and see what the fuck is up.
So where exactly are we picking up our friends again? I know at the airport, but specifically
We have a car.
where?
It was suggested that we bring another car. Plus, we'll hopefully have backup on the way there and then to the Airbnb. We are to meet them at a specific time, which is in the letter we burned. AKA what's on Route 20. I don't know what to do about this Miller person outside of cause of distraction at the time of their exit, of their arrival.
I don't know.
I mean, we can, because there are like You can publicly check like when certain flights get in because they always get in at the same time.
Are they coming in commercial or private? I don't even
Probably
remember.
private. Probably.
I would be shocked if it wasn't private. If I had to guess.
It's gotta be, right?
If it was my operation, what the things I would guess would happen is that they will land, and then that their plane will be quickly surrounded by security of the airport. It will be searched and it will be detained. We need to prevent that from happening. But that's my guess.
They did say you are to meet the delegation at the Terminal 5 Herrick's Grocers.
Yep.
Implying that that's going to be taken care of.
Okay.
Don't have to worry about that.
Yep.
They have their ways.
It's just getting
getting
out
off
of
the plane.
the airport property and them getting off the plane. Which I'm hoping they can fucking have a fucking handle on.
They can't. God, those two would at least be competent enough to do that. I don't know who we're picking up, but
Mr. Bishop, your little ability to. I apologize. Do you have the ability to compel people to do something or forget that they've seen something?
both.
That is unfortunately terrifying. Okay, how many times can you do that without exhausting yourself?
Just depends. Sometimes it takes something out of me. Sometimes it doesn't. It just. But I mean, if I keep doing it, inevitably it's going to. But what did you have in mind? Because I mean, obviously we're all in this, so. The only issue is I need proximity. They need to look into my eyes.
If you can contact a security guard to say that there is an emergency of some sort, a fire, a breach, a threat of some sort on the other side of the airport, that would be enough to maybe not stop operations, but to definitely bring security attention to that area. Simply long enough for us to focus on getting away.
Right.
Like possibly bring one to another terminal further away.
Correct.
So it needs to be something big enough to cause people to move, but not so big a shutdown would occur.
A unreliable bomb threat sometimes can be investigated before shutting down the airport. I'd assume they'd get more than one a day.
A backpack left behind.
A left behind backpack. None of it needs to be real, but the person you contact needs to report it. This is a day of operation, so it'd be dangerous if anything happens.
I mean, if I think I roll in just wearing a pair of jeans and a hoodie, like I'm in a backpack, like I'm headed somewhere, head up to one of the TSA agents.
All you have to do is convince them that there is a danger. It doesn't need to be you. It doesn't need to be real. You just need to have them report it and act as if it's
serious.
It is serious. I would assume that you address presentable so that we can pick people up. You let them know. They distract. Color and I in cars that we have to obtain somehow. We'll go pick up our friends.
We have one given to us.
We have to find another one. Unfortunately, I do not have those resources.
We can just rent one if we have to, cash.
Fair enough. I say we put one in one guest in one guest in the other. Split up and meet to the best of our abilities.
You guys also have a car. That got fixed.
Oh, yeah,
that's right.
I have a Ford Focus. It's a very nice Ford Focus.
Oh, yeah, it's been a couple months.
It's been a while.
So how do we want to split? Okay, if we're going to have them in two separate cars, how are we going to split? I'm not the best driver here,
I
I'm
don't
pretty
think
sure.
we should split them up.
I
think we need to keep them. Right. But generally, if we get ambushed, the first car will take the hit. So they need to be in the second car of whatever fucking motley we have. And if we have backup, that includes other vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, as much as I hate to admit it, Keller is the better driver of the three of us. So I believe that they should probably be the one in the actual car. If anything, You are the most combat ready in case things do go heavily left.
Do you have a gun, Matthias?
I have a knife, and I can probably get a gun.
I have a gun already.
You and Keller should be the escorts of these two. I will get a gun from Jason, and I will be the other driver. I have skills to hide in plain sight if needed. But you two have skills to protect and then cause massive damage if need be.
Should we bring in Keller's clanmate into this as a little extra muscle?
Celia?
Mm-hmm.
How does Celia look again?
We are not supposed to let anyone else know this is happening.
Right.
It's just the
That's
three
right.
of us. That, and I don't think, you say, what would let her go on a short notice like that.
It's true.
We were explicitly told by the prince not to say shit to anybody.
Correct. You're right. I forgot about that little part. So we need to look presentable. So we'll walk in dressed nice into the airport. Find a TSA
They're more likely
agent.
to believe you if you're dressed nice anyway.
Yeah. I'll head up to a TSA agent who looks in charge and ready to, like, you know, and just should I just say bomb threat, I guess?
There's
the whole if you see something, say something
Well-
bullshit. It's Homeland Security.
Unfortunately, xenophobia does exist. Use your privilege for problems. Say that you saw a young brown man leave a bag on the other side of the airport. It is ugly and stupid, but it will work.
That leaves a distaste in my mouth, but okay.
I understand, and I'm so
That means
proud
he
of
needs
you.
to be. That probably needs to happen in that terminal. The one that we're trying to distract them to. It needs to happen in that terminal. So we need to pick another fucking terminal from O'Hare and ask whoever's there. Be like, hey, I just got off of this flight and I saw something
It
suspicious.
depends on how strong his abilities are. If he can create a whole new memory, it doesn't matter what terminal they said.
True.
Yeah, I can just simply rewrite memories.
You ever watched this movie called Men in Black? It was the first one. They had
I
this
mean,
little
that's essentially what I do.
I always thought that device was cool. I've always wondered. Well, actually, when I was
Y'all's
a child,
powers are really fucking creepy.
I don't understand anything.
The Shadow Princess.
Yeah, you.
I mean, I can also, if I wanted to, I could also learn to do that fucking bullshit, but
You can
I don't
also
know.
just snap people's necks like it's nothing.
all I really can do that I have control over
wrists.
is hide standing. You know how useful that is? Not very.
I mean, it's a survival skill.
It is a survival skill, but I'm also a homeless black man. People already ignore me.
Nathan, you see VD with his arms crossed, just watching you plan this whole thing. With a smirk on his face. Just
I'm
kinda,
gonna think at him like, what are you so smug about?
Don't mind me. Just taking it all in.
I hope you find this very entertaining.
I think this is the worst idea ever.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
What?
What? It's not the tip of your tongue. Just fucking say it. You're going to anyway. Come on. I know you wanna.
Okay. Are you familiar with feudal courts? And I mean the physical architecture. Not
Vaughn.
the societal one.
Vaughn is not, but Nathan probably is. Can I roll academics?
Yeah. You don't have to. If you're a PhD student. So the king, the seneschal, anybody who mattered in a court, they all had an office, right? Through multiple layers deep within their castle, their citadel, their fortress, wherever they be located. This airport commissioner sounds important in the same aspect, and I'm kind of putting all together that this O'Hare is kind of like a castle, correct?
Yes.
So it's probably going to have soldiers, guards, whole 9
Mhm.
yards.
Yep.
All right. Do you think it's a good idea to lay siege to the fortress with only 3 people when you have an army of others surrounded there? And you need to talk to this thin blood, right?
Don't necessarily think we have to interact with him, but go on.
Present yourself to the seneschal. Obviously, this Felicity Miller.
Have them take me to her.
Have her take you to the thin blood.
And do what? He wants to make a point. I have to do another favor? Just listen to him? What do you expect I offer this fucking thing?
Nothing, it's a fucking thin blood. They're terrified of you. Flex your fucking muscle. Tell him how it's gonna lay down the law. He is a thin blood who has a fortress. He probably doesn't have that much of a power grasp on that goddamn place, whether he likes it or not.
You're right. So have the agents take me to Felicity. I have Felicity take me to him.
Both. There you go. I wouldn't obviously say, hi, I'm, Nathan.
I'm a vampire, yeah.
Do you have porridge, sir? Walking into the castle like a goddamn, urchin off the streets. Be somebody important from, like, I don't know, a cop or a inquisitor or something.
Okay.
My 2 cents.
It's a good idea. I appreciate it. Look at you being helpful.
Well, when in Rome, like gesturing to your body.
You're right. Nathan just kind of disassociates probably to the rest.
Yep.
Do you think he's okay when he does this? Keller says in an aside to Matthias.
Is any of us ever okay when we do anything lately?
It's just so weird when he dissociates. I feel like he's talking to somebody, but I think it just might be himself.
Reminiscing of the old times.
Do all PhD students do this?
Yes. Alex!
Yes.
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome to... Oh, thank you.
So...
It's still bullshit.
Oh, very good. The last thing we talked about was to get a bomb threat at the airport.
I think I have a better idea.
Of course, you suddenly have a better idea.
Okay.
How about I dress super nice, come up with some bullshit alias, like, I don't know, I'm like an investigator for Chicago PD or some shit. I don't know. A young up and one. Basically force a TSA agent to take me directly to Felicity and have one of the Felicity take me to the thin blood. He's a thin blood. I'm sure he has some defenses, but if he's busy talking to me, that gives you guys the ability to get him out, and I just posture at him or listen to whatever bullshit power rant he wants to have, or I just fucking do what I do to normal mortals. I'm pretty sure I'm stronger with him than him at that point.
Given that my previous idea was equally as insane, I must say you going by yourself sounds very dangerous.
Our whole lives are dangerous.
Yes, but I'd rather you not die so quickly on me.
We also don't have much of a choice. There's only 3 of us.
Yep,
I
we don't
understand.
exactly have an army. He does.
We don't, but you also have a Keller.
Keller is going to be needed to protect them. But
Do you
like I
believe you
said,
can do this alone?
don't want to. Having Keller come along would be nice. But
I have more belief in the ability to drive away than I have the belief of you getting out of there unscathed if anything goes wrong.
what do you think?
Keller, it's your body, your choice. Do you want to be on pickup or
It depends on when we want to do
duty?
this. Do we want to do this before pickup time? Because then I can
Yes.
possibly be in both places at the same time, considering one of our cars is at the lot, is at the airport.
I would highly suggest that we do this early.
So we need to pick up at 2200, which is 10 o'clock.
Sun goes down about 7.
I'm okay. Let's think of any. I'm just Detective Anderson. You're my associate. I order one of the agents to take us to Felicity. And I have Felicity take us to Flyboy. And then before she takes us to Flyboy, I order her to move things out of our way.
What is your goal with Flyboy? What do you want from that?
Him to get out of our way.
Do you want to do that via diplomacy, or do you want to do that through intimidation?
He wants to make a point that he is as influential as us, and I'm sure he has his own sway. But he's a fucking thin blood, like some would say. If we have to do it, if we can just talk to him, fine. That's great. If he just wants to posture, let's let him fucking posture. He doesn't actually mean anything to us. If not, I can resort to my abilities. And if that doesn't work, we have yours.
Diplomacy before war, every time.
BD actually hovers a finger over the dice and says, "This one gets it."
But once again, Keller, it is your body, your decision. I expect danger on either sides of this.
This isn't going to be easy no matter what.
But if we can get him out of the way, it makes pickup easier. And then we just have to worry about getting to the safe house.
Correct.
And then tomorrow, the night after, because we have to wait until the night after to take them to Jackson, we just stay in the rooms for as long as possible and then leave.
We have Elysium. As soon as we got away from O'Hare, it should be an easier time.
I think that second night, if Jason is amenable, to have him follow in our car, because we won't have backup that second night.
I will ask. Hopefully he is uninjured.
I'll ward the safe house against ghouls.
I think you might need to talk to him tonight too. He agreed to deal with the steel horse, but he was very upset.
He was upset. Why?
The owner of that establishment was not very kind to him and people like him, and said some very terrible things to him that I cannot possibly understand. Maybe he needs someone to talk to before going into this, so he can have a clearer mind.
That's a good idea.
I will talk to him. Make sure he goes into this in a clear mind.
Because he wanted to do more than a little bit of disruption. And you know what? The bitch fucking deserves it. But we don't want to cause a war. We just need a distraction.
Not this quick. Thank you. I will talk to him. I'll talk to him tonight. Before we break off, because I believe the sun's going to come up, I do have 2 things to ask. Nathan, it hurts my heart to ask this, but...
The sun still has a while. You got 8
okay,
hours.
My bad. Oh, okay, I thought it was towards the end of the night.
We've managed to do this in just a couple of hours.
Okay, never mind. One, Nathan, Alex, do you mind telling me how to actually ghoul somebody? I'm assuming you would have read about this already in your past couple months. This is not something that I thought would be a skill set that I would know how to do.
Yes, I can tell you that.
Another
Perhaps
day, another
we should
time.
go to the basement to discuss it.
Yes, and on top of that, Keller, I have new information for you as well that we probably should go to the basement to talk about.
Sure, got all night.
Just a reminder for you guys, too. You have to get this Flyboy stuff done tonight.
Oh.
Oh!
You don't have enough time to do it tomorrow. They're showing up tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my assumption was that we would be
Oh.
there like 2 hours before and then do it. Oh, fuck it, we can do it tonight. Fuck it.
Oh, no, okay, never.
Thank you, Quinn.
Yeah.
Rewind. Gonna reel that fish back in. Okay, good
Okay.
idea.
Let's talk first and then go do that.
Yes.
We got to get Alex changed anyway, so.
Yeah, let's all go find our. We all need to get to our best dressed. I guess we can all go now. And I'll talk to Ryan before the night ends. Hopefully, we'll get back before anything goes down. But let's go to the basement and get dressed. Hopefully, there's something down there for you, Mr. Bishop.
I'm sure there is. I mean, I have suits back at the chantry.
I have some gifts from Annabelle.
Nathan, you also do still have that suit that Portia did give you.
Oh yeah, I'll go. That's probably it's probably at the chantry. I don't think I'd leave it here.
Oh, okay.
One last thing, Quinn. The elevator guy, is he still there, or has that been changed?
The elevator doors open, and you see the man standing there, and he says, "Good morning."
What role can I take to see if this is a ghoul?
You can roll me a occult insight.
God damn it.
2 skills.
Oh, I should have 2 points in occult. Okay. Occult and insight?
Yep, 2 skills.
So weird not having points in a cult.
I'm actually
Big
rolling
fat
5.
goose egg.
I can't believe I'm still rolling 5 dice, though. That's a success and a fail. Which doesn't mean anything, so 1 success.
1 success?
Yep.
Oof. Dude certainly looks it. And he's old, too. Basement. Before he replies, he just goes, basement. And he hits the basement door. That bag's still there on the corner.
Having a good night, man.
Just looks at you. Turns his head slowly. Doesn't say a word, turns his head back. Basement level.
He's a man of many words, I can see.
Probably hard to keep them all straight with the whiskey. Anyway.
I am not a drunkard.
Oh, our apologies. We just assumed the bag.
It's the Lincoln Hotel. Don't get any ideas. The bag is for troublemakers.
Fair.
Yes, guys, we discerned what was in the bag last time we did this.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I
no
have
taker.
no
What's in the
memory of
bag?
that.
Dude's packing.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I do not remember that at all, but okay.
Well, Matthias and Caleb were like, yeah, we know what's in that bag.
Oh, that makes sense.
Never mind.
I don't remember that being brought up, but
Anyway,
All right.
Matthias was really interested in the bag.
I just wanted. I'm really interested in this dude. You just know we're going to the basement. All right. Well, we have been here for months. Anyway, yeah, we go to the basement.
And you dress the part. Getting appropriate. What is Matthias putting on to fit his role?
I think Matthias would put on his best outfit he has. The outfit he got from Ross from Alexa. It's the best thing he owns. But it's been ironed because he only keeps it.
Right.
Yeah.
Looking sharp with your red tie.
It's very red.
And what costume does Keller don on their way to O'Hare?
probably not the same thing that Annabelle put them in when they went to their Elysium, but something similar that I've probably picked up or been given since then. I don't want to
Okay.
soil anything that Annabelle's given me.
Annabelle is very up to taste with the fashion world, so it's probably like a slim cut power suit. Pants, of course. And then a quick drive over to the Chantry will result in Nathan entering in front of the Hyde Park mansion.
Just walk in.
Oh, Master Taylor.
Ah, good evening, Duchesky. How are you?
I am quite well. The Master is wondering about your whereabouts. He has many research notes for you to look up upon the Ashira.
Interesting. I will look into those, but I am very preoccupied for tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, very well. I shall let His Majesty, I shall let the Master know, and indeed inform Celia that she will be reading again.
Of course. Thank you for informing me. I will get to those as soon as I am free to.
Very well.
And I go to change into my best suit.
As you're walking your way to the steps, you hear a halt, apprentice.
I turn.
In the library, in the study, his study, is your primogen.
My primogen.
Come here.
I do so.
How fare your nightly endeavors?
Well.
Good. You're too busy to participate in the research that I am conducting upon this night?
I have duties, sir, that I must attend to.
I assume to one greater than myself, then. Not to sound too vain.
Yes, sir.
Understood then, Mr. Taylor. I will have Celia take these notes for me. Bring this book up to her, though, please.
I shall do so.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
Of course.
Make sure she doesn't leave her room. I tire of having a La Sombra in my mansion.
I can imagine. They are quite energetic.
Only her. Forgive
I get
my...
it.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go on.
He simply says, forgive my old views. Old wounds die hard.
Perfectly understandable, sir.
We leave.
I do so. I just knock on Celia's door.
Oh, what's up, dude? As she opens up the door.
Here you go.
Oh, okay, wait. These guys are actually cool. Have you heard about them?
Mm-hmm.
The Shira, Banu Hakim, Assamites?
Yeah.
They're
I read a
dope.
little. I need to read up more.
Oh,
But,
shouldn't say that here. Oh, right.
But you should read. I'm busy, so I have to go kind of quickly.
Oh, yeah? What you doing? Gotta come?
No. I just kind of walk into my room and change.
She opens the door. Look. And continue.
I just
It's all right.
continue to
Yeah.
change.
I
doesn't even hesitate.
She's unfazed by it. Look, dude, come on. Please get me the fuck out of here. Nobody told me being part of this stupid fucking tower meant going to college, going to vampire college. This is bullshit. Everyone else, every other clan goes about clubbing and hunting and partying and like enjoying the night away while we just read. Or I shouldn't even say we. I'm not even supposed to be here, man. Where's Keller? Please bring me to them. I miss them.
I understand. I do. But not tonight. I am busy. And you know that we usually like to include you in things when we can. But tonight I cannot. So I ask you to please. Hey, look, he wants you to stay in your room as usual, okay? I'm sorry.
I guess just do homework again. Do vampire homework.
Yep.
Oh, kindred homework. And just tell me what you're doing then, please.
Secret mission. I say.
Then spell the secret, man. Who the fuck am I gonna tell here? Duchesky? Dude never leaves the fucking home.
You'll find out.
Will I?
Alex thinks on that for a moment. You know what? I can't really promise you that either, now that I think about it. And like, he puts on his like thing and buttons it up. But I gotta go.
You're going clubbing. You're going clubbing. I used to hate clubs, I think. But take me fucking with you, man.
Look, I cannot. And I know I would look. It was my idea. I even suggested to bring you with us, but we can't. So
show
Text
mercy.
Nathan, hurry the fuck up.
Show mercy upon your shadow sister, please.
Good night, I say as I go out the door.
You leave at the door. Did she receive the book?
She did.
Okay.
I just walk out. I hop in.
Lover Alex, can I please go with you?
Please? I know, right? Alex is like, God, don't make me feel like a dick. Your sister really wanted to come.
I mean, I would too if I got stuck in a fucking mansion all fucking day.
Look, I get where she's coming from. Like, I wish she could come with us, so, but, you know.
She's basically probably just in timeout, you know, for
She's
nearly
going-
breaking the Masquerade for several months while she ran feral around town.
She's going absolutely fucking ain't shit in there, and we need to convince them to let her come with us, like, to the Succubus Club or something for a night out. I don't know.
Is this happening between you two or in the coterie chat?
Probably between us once I hop back in the car.
Yeah.
Matthias, you're in the same car.
Oh yeah.
We only have one car right now.
Or somewhere, another club, I don't know, even the Blue Velvet, or like a gay, you know what, we can take her to a fucking gay bar.
I really don't want her at the Succubus Club.
Let's take her to a gay bar.
Like
a club.
Unfortunately, right now, I think where she is probably the safest place to be.
Considering, you know, people tried to blow us up for her and everything.
Yeah, it's true, not to mention my Primogen doesn't want her going anywhere, so.
He also doesn't want her there.
I know, but he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He has to fucking deal with it.
Considering my visions of ash and smoke, considering shadows have not dissipated, but have also grown as of late.
And that little prophecy of yours.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Weren't you going to tell me something?
Oh, yes, Matthias had a vision.
Again?
Of course.
This time, 12 small girls decided to attack me after saying a very horrifying poem. Matthias,
Like, really
poem.
attacked you, or like when Kane attacked you?
Similar, but far more visceral.
Oh, gross.
Yes. But the thing they chanted the most was where once they saw darkness, they shall find salvation.
The city shall fall, shall snow ash without the void.
The wolves are howling at the gates of... Nope.
Thermopylae.
There you go.
And the streets shall run red.
You or your sister, maybe both, maybe neither, as far as I'm concerned, are high value people. So having only one of you running around in the streets might be the best thing right now.
Probably makes everybody very uncomfortable if we're in the same spot together.
I would imagine, but that's something you can use to your advantage.
It's kind of hilarious having everybody be afraid of you for shit that you didn't know how to do 6 months ago, so...
Oh, my Primogen is not a fan.
Most people aren't.
If you want to talk about primogens who are not friends of La Sombra, I think I have you all beat.
That is very true.
That's very true.
God, he's such a fucking.
Honestly, I'd rather keep her in there as miserable as she is until the fucking something is dealt with.
She's gonna try to sneak out at some point.
Yes, we do need to bring them out eventually.
Just to blow off some steam somewhere safe where we can keep an eye on them.
By the way, we're driving towards
Yeah.
O'Hare.
Yeah, we-
I figured as much, yeah.
Yep.
Of which you are actually approaching 30 minutes up the 90 freeway.
Mr. Alex, it is. Show starts in 5. Do you know your lines yet?
I'm Detective Anderson, and this is my associate. Take me to Felicity.
Take me to your leader.
Take me to your leader, essentially, yes. Felicity, what's her last name again?
Miller.
Take me to Felicity Miller now, and then off they'll pop.
I will be in the car in case anything happens.
Should get a gun.
Yes.
You should probably not take your gun into the airport, by the way.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't take my gun. I can hide. I'm not.
I mean, I'm gonna
about it.
take mine. I am a detective.
You're a detective. I am still as lovely as your awakeness is refreshing. A 43-year-old black man. So I am not going to be a target today.
Yep.
I also just do want to mention, real quick, before you have me hop on into that disgustingly lit airport, that there are cameras everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And thus I will be on
Fuck.
blip in their security system.
Shit.
Just by the way.
We'll see if...
While this is true, you are going to go to the people who control said system.
That's true.
I would go ahead and tell them to erase those tapes. Even as police officers, for it may interrupt the investigation. Just thoughts. I don't have to make anyone believe me.
Alright. Where do we want to park? Just in the parking garage? Or somewhere we can easily get the fuck out?
How long do you think you need?
I don't know.
I'll go to the parking garage. If you guys have any issues, text me, call me. I'll swing by where I drop you off. By the time you even get out of the building, I should be where I need to be.
Okay.
So are you guys dropping you off at departures then? Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go departures, then Matthias will drive off to the closest parking garage.
Okay.
Or you could just probably chill in passenger drop-off area, like on the sidelines.
They don't like it if you loiter too long. They get pissed off.
Oh,
I'll go
okay.
find where the Ubers are and just park there.
You probably need to be in the cell lot.
I'll find something.
They're generally pretty close.
Yeah.
That way no one will bother you if you're waiting there sitting on your phone to be called for an arrival.
Taking the sections off the 190 freeway, leading into O'Hare, circling around the loops, you drop Nathan and Keller off at departures. And as you do, Matthias, you drive away, the roaring of airplanes overhead landing onto the runway of this major international hub of aviation travel. And as you enter in, you're welcomed to the site of Chicago O'Hare, one of the world's largest airports. You see all the airlines: United, Southwest, British Airways, Emirates Airs, Virgin, the whole nine. And as you enter in, you two may give me a resolve awareness roll.
decent at those.
I'm very good at those, I think. 3. Okay.
2. 3. Nathan, as you're walking around and working your way through, you see a number of airport police officers with heavily armed, patrolling the airport as well, as if prepping from some sort of imminent threat. Maybe the threat level has gotten raised to this level. It's still active, but it is very, very protected right now. More so than usual.
Jesus. I pointed out to Keller.
That doesn't seem promising.
Oh, fuck.
You look up at the directories ahead leading to various terminals and food courts, shops and such, but also there is one that says reception for the airport administration.
We're gonna head that way.
Okay. Working your way, you businessmen, families, single people, couples, making their way to some journey, some destination. Something that you could have done when you were so kind. Now you're kindred. Until you eventually reach the administrative services of this terminal and the desk. It also features 2 guards. These tend to be the more run-of-the-mill than your average. But the receptionist will look to you and say, "Oh, good morning."
Good
Or,
morning.
"Good morning, yes." "How can we help you? Sorry, it's so late."
It's quite alright. I'm actually Detective Anderson, and I do need to speak with a Miss
Felicity Miller.
Felicity Miller. Thank you. I'm bad with names.
Oh, you're with Chicago PD?
Correct.
Okay, can we see your IDs?
Just take me to her. I just say right. I look into her eyes.
Look, okay.
Yep.
Caught off guard.
Is it just rouse, right?
I believe compel, right?
It's mesmerize for Nathan.
Mesmerized, then it is 1 rouse check.
Okay, I'm not hungry yet.
Okay. She sort of looks a little
Fine.
void. Okay. One of the security guards will actually look over and be like, I'm sorry. And they'll actually gesture to Keller real quick.
Forget.
You were able to get 1,
Oh.
but you can't hold on to a mesmerize and activate that discipline.
Oh, I didn't
at
know
the
that.
same
Okay,
time.
well, never
Yeah.
mind. I thought I could.
It will actually be like, it's unusual, but are you saying you 2 met before?
Yes. Not too long ago. I'm just gonna subterfuge it.
They'll look to Keller real quick. Is this true?
Of course.
Charisma persuasions from both of you.
Is that or subterfuge?
No!
Or, yeah, subterfuge. Yeah.
Charisma subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
Charisma subterfuge.
I'm better at that than being
Is
persuasive.
me being hot distracting?
Yep.
I got 3.
Yay!
Look into my friend.
4.
I rolled 1 on each.
Behold my beautiful
I'm
associate.
so hot.
And believe us.
You totally catch one of the security guards just staring at your chest. Just like, Sorry.
Perfectly cropped. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Sorry. Go ahead. A little embarrassed by it. Right. Go. Sorry, detectives. We won't take up any more of your time. Andy, yeah, well, I'll take him. The receptionist says. Right this way.
We follow.
And they lead you through a corridor with a keypad on it.
I'm going to watch the code she puts in and try to memorize it.
Intelligence awareness.
Okay. Intelligence. Okay. So just one more dice. Oop.
Two?
Oop.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah. Training takes over at some point, and they're quite good at it. Hand cover. Doo-doo-doo. And opens the door, and eventually leads you to a basic brown door with the gold plate name. It says Felicity Miller, Airport Commissioner. She knocks on it. Miss Miller? 2 detectives with Chicago PD are here to see you. Oh, fine. Let them in. And you see a woman about in her 40s or 50s sitting there saying, detectives, I'm Felicity Miller. She gets up to shake your hand.
I do so.
Oh, alright. And you?
I'll shake her hand.
A little young for detectives, aren't you?
We're proactive.
Alright, well, have a seat.
So,
And she sits down. So, how can I help you two?
alright. Well, I was hoping you could answer some questions for us.
Of course. Whatever the Chicago PD needs.
Now, I've not asked to think about how to word this. Actually interested in an associate of yours.
Are they an employee with the airport?
One could say that. Maybe a little more high-ranking.
If this is FBI or federal related, I'll have to direct you to the local office. Unfortunately,
that.
I'm not allowed to give... Oh, alright.
Someone you might know in more personal level. We need to discuss something with. He might have a nickname.
Okay.
Just
His
so
name
bad.
is his name is Noah Gruel, and his alias is Flyboy, but she might know him by his actual
Where the
name.
fuck did you hear that name?
I'm saying this out of character.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
apologize. I'm reminding Vaughn because I know he has a bad time with names.
Gotcha.
Noah what?
Gruel.
A Mr. Noah Gruel.
And then she responds, where the fuck did you hear that name? She gets up, closes the door. You have 30 seconds to respond right now before I call security.
My associates told us about him. And I need you to tell me all about him.
I don't think so.
Answer my question. I say you will actually specifically, you will answer my questions, and I'm going to use Mesmerize.
Okay.
And I'm hungry.
No.
Can you do that with Mesmerize? I thought that was Compel.
It's like both. I just thought Mesmerize was a more powerful version of it.
I believe it's a bit different.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I just thought it was basically just the lot more, you can be more complicated with your shit version of it.
Compel is, I think, is do something for me right in this moment. Mesmerize is do this long-term thing for me that requires more effort.
Oh, okay.
Like
well,
take me to him compared to tell me about him.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking it up right now. God damn it. Just display. There you go, Kevin.
I just kind of thought it was like a mixture of both or something.
Mm-hmm. We could retroactive that, and we could say you're trying to be intimidating, but yeah, mesmerize is... No. What? We'll just say it works for now.
Okay, we'll touch back on it later then. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because I just assumed it was like just the more powerful version, and like, okay.
I know they're different, but they just sort of... I don't know all too much about them, other than that they have an office located in the other areas. There's no way to work past it through all the multiple layers of security.
Do you have a way to communicate with him?
I can take you to him.
All right. I looked at Keller. But for tomorrow night, and I guess I think this would be what Mesmerize would come in, because I'm telling them to do something later. Can I?
We'll just
It must
look
be
up later.
no, mesmerize is to be carried out immediately.
Oh, well, never mind then. If you could do that, we needed to speak with him.
I could direct you that way right now.
Yes, if you're uncomfortable, you can simply give us your code, and we'll show ourselves the way there.
There are multiple codes.
Fuck.
I'll
Very.
lead you to him. And she sort of begins shaking her head. I'll lead you to him.
All right. Well, Keller, shall we?
After you.
Yep.
Okay. The hallway through where she takes you leads you to an entirely different wing of the airport. It is more sparse here. Still active security, but still and a few more travelers, but not as much as the other wings. Until she leads you to a terminal that looks like it is somewhat under construction without the signs to lead under it. And then she leads you through a waiting area that has one singular door and a keypad out of the way, and she hits it. And as it does, there are stained glass, or not stained glass, but transparent windows that sort of peer to the runway of Chicago O'Hare. And she hits the keypad, it opens the door. And that runway window there the entire time as she opens up another door. And then a new code with another door. She continues to lead you down the hall. Cameras obvious the entire time. And then another code and another door until it reaches about 7.
7 doors.
7 doors, 7 codes, 7 different pads.
God damn. All right.
And then she hits the code for the last one. And then opens the door. And in this dimly lit room, you see a very sparse, old haven. A very large and sort of almost auditorium-like office with multiple screens and monitors sort of surrounding the entire thing. All with that transparent glass again that looks out into the runway and up and over. And over the very sparse, bare-bones desk, you see, typing away upon a laptop, a man hunched over in a suit. The best way to describe him is he looks like a younger Morgan Freeman. And he's sort of typing away until he hears the door open and he shuts the laptop. Looks around, sees you, sees Felicity, and takes you in from the about 20 yards that stand between him and the door. And he immediately gets up, keeps his back to you, looks out through the glass and window and into the runway, and says, "Thank you, Felicity. Right. Go in, both of you. How? You may leave, Felicity. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay." And she shuts the door. His back turned to you the entire time, looking out over the runway.
Good evening.
Is it?
Yes. Sorry to intrude so abruptly.
Oh, there's nothing ever abrupt, especially when it relates to our business.
Of course. I thought we might talk.
Please, have a seat in front of my desk. Make yourselves comfortable. I would offer you refreshment, but I believe we have very different palates.
I would imagine.
Well, I am obviously at a disadvantage. You know my name, unfortunately I do not know yours.
Bishop.
And?
Keller.
Pleasant evening to meet you both.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
What's the lighting situation like, Quinn?
Aside from the monitors and the laptops and the various screens that have security cameras all over them, monitoring the airport, nothing.
Excellent.
Well then, I suppose we should get to it.
That would be nice.
Out of character, do we know that he's aware of the delegation coming? Like, that's been pretty much confirmed, right?
You wouldn't know.
Okay.
Everything you know about Flyboy is in the, other than he is a thin blood, is in what the handout said.
Okay.
I think we can assume that he knows what to look for when it comes to people of our kind flying in and out of national airports.
Right.
But as I sit down in the chair in front of his desk, I would like to summon at my feet the arms and just keep them low to the ground.
Okay.
I will make my rouse check.
Mm-hmm.
Crit.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So, business.
Yes.
How may I be of assistance to you?
We have some friends arriving soon. And we simply wish to make sure that there are no complications in their arrival.
Right. This must be from flight G123. Out of
His smile.
Morocco.
That's something we didn't even know, so. Nathan just smiles. Yes. I was hoping we might come to some sort of accord. Agreeable to both parties, preferably.
This could definitely be done. I'm surprised, but it easily can be done. What are you two willing to offer me?
We have friends. We have our own connections
To the city?
to the city.
Tell me, Mr. Bishop, Miss Keller Of what sect do you align yourselves with?
Camarilla.
Ah. Interesting. So, what are you willing to offer me in exchange for your guests to arrive through my domain?
Hmm. Well, it is the tradition of our tradition to pat one's back, pat the other. A boon.
Roll a charisma persuasion roll.
Okay.
Stop laughing, Lamar. Leave us alone.
Yeah, we're doing our best, Lamar. Crit.
So how
You
many
fucking
successes is
introverts.
that?
What?
How many successes is that?
I think it's 2 stars, so that's 4, right?
That's 4.
Okay.
A boon from a child. Not really worth much from what I have or need from you.
A child. Yes. But with more power than you ever will.
Unfortunate. There's nothing else you're willing to offer me.
What would you like? Anything specific you are looking for that your heart desires? I'm sure there's something.
I have great many ambitions, but none that you will be able to attain. Unless perhaps... No, not even you.
Is there a way to like rouse my blood to be intimidating? Is that a thing?
No, there are certain disciplines for that. I think
Okay.
Keller has them.
Oh. I looked at Keller.
Well, sir, you have something come to mind. Why not go ahead and speak it out loud so that we don't waste all of our time?
Charisma persuasion.
Damn it!
Can I like is there a way to like assist? Okay, use those good looks.
I have to ask, am I hot enough for the Spoonblood?
He's not looking at you very specifically.
Cool, I'm gonna roll 1 dice. Let's go.
He is almost making it a point.
1.
1 success.
This is the absolute max that I can roll.
These charisma rolls you two introverts have to roll. It's great.
I know.
Like I said, I do believe that you are not capable of either seeing what I want done to be done within the Camarilla, nor do I believe you're willing to pay the price that is needed for your guests to work their way through my airport.
So we're at a diplomatic impasse, I would assume then.
The impasse that you would lose if this is to come into martial means.
Excuse me.
Actually, he wouldn't say that. He would retract that. I apologize. He would not mention the losing part. He will just nod and kind of go, it seems that way.
I like to kill her. Well, diplomacy has failed, I think.
I will ask you again. There's absolutely nothing that we can offer you to require to let our guests exit free of your airport. All we ask is for safe departure, nothing else.
How unfortunate.
I would like to use my shadow tentacles for the very first time.
Yes.
And I would like to, from the bottom, rising up from the sides of his desk and from behind his chair, I just want to whip one around his neck and then hold him to the desk.
Okay. I believe it's strength and brawl, right?
I get special. Mine is wits and oblivion.
Okay.
Because it is an oblivion power. Which I rolled a crit and a dice. So 5.
5. Okay.
And I will say that the crit is on my blood die.
Okay.
Both of my blood die crit, and then I have a regular success on a black die. So.
How dare.
Actually, I should have rolled another die. I rolled one less, excuse me. 6.
6. But still messy crit, right?
Yup, that doesn't change that.
Well, there's certainly one way to get rid of Flyboy. And as you do, you take him. You spin him around. That shadowy tentacle working his way and sliding up. And he kind of goes, "What?" And he is slammed onto his desk. His monitors, his computers go crashing everywhere. And it's not you the one, but how dare this thin blood, this Duskborn, call you a Shadow Weaver, a child, and you throw him down. And there is one way to make sure that your delegates arrive safely and without cause. And you can't help it. The tentacles that come from the darkness can't either. And with one fell swoop, you hear a and he lies motionless on the desk.
Does he turn to ash?
No.
Well. Well done.
Whoops.
Slipped your wrist, did it?
I slipped a couple of wrists tonight, it seems.
My Keller. Wow, a wrist and then a neck. You really had a roll tonight.
I think
We should leave.
I can't do anything with any of these, and I motion towards the monitors. Is there any way you can get to the security from this?
I can try. Is there like a terminal?
No, it's all like individual computers and laptops.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, not that I can think of, but we can take some of his electronics if you want. We should find Felicity again, and I can suggest that she erase all the airport security footage.
Yes, I do believe we should go visit her again. But how did I snap his neck? What did I do?
Yeah, you snapped his neck.
I am just going. I'm gonna look through his. Does he have like a penknife or anything, like anything sharp that I can take?
Why don't you roll me a wits awareness?
Like the reason why I forgot how many dice I rolled was because I forgot that I upped my wits. So that's what I had to do. Why?
Messy crit?
Again!
Okay.
On both of them!
Both of them.
I have 2 hunger. I rolled 2 blood dice. They're both crits, and that's it. Again!
Okay. Hold on.
There's murder. You have a mistake. It's murdering on people. I'm killing.
you.
There's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfect. People suffer over here, not hurting nobody. for 2 months.
Okay. 1, you killed the Thin Blood,
Did
which is pretty disenfranchised in vampire society. That's 1 stain.
yay. Here we go.
And you succumbed to the beast in the same manner. That's just the rolls. Solved the problem, but it was just the rolls that did it. So that's 2 stains. But for this, you tear apart the room, looking for... What were you looking for again?
I'm looking for something sharp.
Sharp? Yeah, you find a few things. You find syringes, you find military knives. You look through it, and there are a number of vials that you're kind of throwing about and getting everything out of your way. You even see weapons, 9mm Glocks, expert silencer rounds, in barrels, like the which of you've never seen before. This is some high-tech stuff. And you eventually do find that military knife. It is an NR-40, which is a Marine Corps issued combat knife, most given to servicemen.
I just kind of watch as Keller wrecks shit, just kind of leans against the wall and just kind of takes in the sight. I'm gonna keep an eye out though.
Nathan, why don't you, due to your expertise with Jason over the last few years, give me this will be an intelligence firearms roll.
Oh, okay. That's a combo I never thought I'd make. 4.
4.
Damn. Yeah.
These guns are military grade weapons. This barrel is special forces make silencers.
Just gonna slide one into my pocket. They're pistols, right?
Pistols.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take some of those silencers
Okay. Not a problem.
in the whatever the suit. Keller, what are you looking for?
This. And I hold the knife up. Oh no, his room was trashed and someone came in and just took his life. I'm going to go back over to his body, of which I've left crumpled on the desk, face him face forward on the desk, and then just run the knife over the front of his neck.
Okay.
Neck.
All right. You can do so. What is your guys' hunger at currently?
And drop the
1.
knife on the table. 2.
1, 2. Okay. Easily done. And the blood spills out. And it's warm. He's warm. It's all
Hungry?
Does it smell like anything?
It smells like, for a Thin Blood, it would actually be melancholy.
No. Too much of a downer. I've trashed the room. I've done what I've done.
Let's go.
Let's go pay Felicity a visit. And I just make sure to, if there's any blood on my hand from when I cut his neck and stuff, just to run it down his side and onto his clothes. Fuck it.
Okay. Are you taking the knife with you?
Nope, I dropped it on the desk. Because Keller doesn't exist.
Keller doesn't exist, and Hard to get that from a dead person. Those prints. All right. Nathan, with an intelligence firearms roll, the number of successes you've gotten, it does pose an interesting question. How did Flyboy get this grade?
He had connections.
Have this sort of haven in an airport.
This kid knew people.
And we weren't supposed to leave stains on the ground, I'm aware.
This is gonna come back.
It just depends on who comes looking for him and how long it takes.
We can
Let's
at
make
least
sure the
delay.
door is locked.
We can at least delay the inevitable.
And you always have those burners present for you.
Who would we call? I don't care. Who do you think we could call to help clean this up?
Intelligence politics.
Okay.
I'm afraid to roll anymore, guys.
I mean, at least this is a mental roll.
You've been doing great so far.
I'd just like you to know that the last 2 rolls that I made were both mental rolls.
You've
Fine.
ended the problem. You've ended the problem.
In a way that
I'm
we
doing
weren't
I'm
supposed
doing
to.
okay with 5 successes to unrolls tonight. So.
Oh, if only you knew some sort of kindred who had this clear obsession with the dead,
Oh,
that
God.
they wouldn't love the opportunity to clean some thin blood up over at their local morgue office.
I'm gonna call Matthias with the burner.
With the burner?
Oh, or I'm just gonna call.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll call Alexa. Sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna call Alexa with the burner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alexa Santos can't come to the phone right now. Please leave a...
Mother.
I'm kidding! I was
Oh.
convincing, though. Who is this? What's up?
Wow, you're really good at that. It's Alex Bishop.
Oh. What is... What? Sorry, I didn't expect to get a call from a former anarch.
Apologies, but I think I have something that's up your alley, actually, that you might enjoy.
I'm listening.
Me and my associates, you know, we kind of have something that needs a little bit of a cleanup that you might find interesting. A thin blood.
Oh. I was gonna say, am I gonna have to be doing my scourge duties, but technically they don't have law. Okay. My interest is piqued.
Is that something you'd be willing then, if it interests you, to help us out with?
Oh, yeah, you're just giving this to me?
Out of character. It's just, oh. I like to kill her.
I think they deserve it, don't you think?
You know what?
Is that Keller?
Yeah. You want to
Hello,
talk to
darling.
Keller? I put it on
I-
speaker.
She can't hear me. They can't hear me.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
just kind of
Keller's-
goes garble, garble.
Keller says hello, darling.
Oh, yeah, I figured with the static. Anyway,
But with everything you've done for our good friend Matthias,
it's...
I would.
Go on.
I think you deserve something fun to have to yourself, don't you?
I have one condition.
That is.
Don't tell my husband.
I've never been one to kiss and tell, Alexa.
Oh, you see, that's all we do. So, cool. Send me the deets.
Text. Here you go.
You know what, Bishop? You're alright for a dirty anarch.
Former,
Former dirty anarch.
but I appreciate the sentiment.
So, Matthias, my love.
And I will kill her as well.
I was gonna add that one in there too, yeah.
They know.
Tell them we
Thank
need to
you.
go clubbing sometime. Succubus
I
Club.
I will pass that along. Thank you very much, Alexa. You have a good evening.
Thank you. Hangs up
Click.
the phone.
Taken care of then.
You need to take her clubbing. Or them clubbing. At least.
Whatever they want.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's make a pit stop first, of course.
Well, obviously.
All right. You walk back to Felicity Miller's with no problem. The guards and the receptionist see you both, and they wave and they let you
You have
back.
friendly.
Miller, office doors open, and she's working away again in front of her computer, just staring at it. Looks to you and says, "Oh, was everything taken care of?"
Yes, everything was perfectly taken care of, but I do need you to do something. One more thing for me. And I walk closer to her, and I look into her eyes. There's a little thing. I need you to wipe all of the security footage from that room you took us into, every single bit of it, for the last 24 hours. Or if actually for the last, how long, out of character, how long were we in there?
Like 10 minutes.
For the last 20 minutes. And us entering the...
I would just say all the security cameras.
Yeah, of all the security cameras.
Done.
And I'm also going to need you to relax the security around here. It's awfully strict.
We can't.
Well, I expect you to be, if I see you in at any point tomorrow, to be accommodating and friendly.
Will do.
For the flight that arrives, it's to be given the welcome wagon and given no any kind of issue on the way in or out. Is that very clear?
Understood.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yes, detective.
Sorry.
Compel.
Hurts, yeah. Should I like to kill her. Should I make her forget that they even saw us?
Yes.
You never saw me or my associate tonight. You never talked to us. You never saw us. It was a perfectly normal evening.
So, if you're using what I think you're using, you can rewrite their entire memory of you.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
They never met us. They never took us to Flyboy's office. And as far as they know, Flyboy has requested not to be seen for the next week.
Yep. That's what I say.
Okay, and they are mortal. They're not under any thrall.
And I didn't get hungrier. Thank God.
And they just look and say. And they just stare blankly at you.
And you know what? I think you deserve a vacation at the end of the week. You should take one.
Viking Daddy's there now.
Yeah.
And
It's like you're pushing it.
No, well, you just used forgetful memory. He just sort of, looks and says. He just sort of chuckles. You should get out while you're ahead, kid.
All right, let's go. Good evening. Let's walk out.
Matthias, what were you doing when all this was happening?
Snake.
In between, reading the Bible, playing Snake, following up with Rosa, just making sure she's okay. Also letting Jason know they need to talk to him at the end of the night before it gets too early.
Okay.
On our way out, I look to Nathan. I think you might need to call our ride.
I do so. I just text Matthias. Come pick us up, please.
Oh yeah. OMW.
All right. You pick him up, no problem.
Oh.
So I don't hear any alarms. So I'm assuming everything went well.
Yeah, Keller snapped his neck. It was efficient. You are truly the most terrifying one here. You do know that.
Matthias, I do want to preface this as when we did attempt diplomacy.
We did. They are absolutely correct. We did try. We promise.
I may have gotten away from myself for a moment. And then again. But tomorrow it's taken care of.
Did you at least cover your tracks?
Of course.
Alexa says hello.
Yes, they do.
You got Alexa involved in this?
Yes.
Free
They
of charge,
seem-
no relation.
Yep.
On the small boon that I take them clubbing sometimes.
Okay. I cannot judge. I've made mistakes in the last couple of months myself.
Oh, and one more thing. Alexa's husband is not to know.
Alec is not to know that you guys have killed a thin blood in their domain.
It wasn't his
middle.
domain. It was a thin blood.
Intelligence to the cult, Nathan.
Okay.
Keller is in the back seat of the Escape, letting Nathan take the passenger seat, and is just kicked up against the window with their legs spread out against the back seat, just watching the night go by at this point.
As you do when you kill a person.
I got
For the first time.
three successes. One of those was a regular success on the hunger die. I don't know if that matters, and I had a critical success on the black die.
No, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing comes to mind of that for right now, but you do know that thin bloods are not part of the Camarilla. They're not recognized clan and cannot hold domain.
Yep. Okay. That's what I figured.
Oh, well, good to know. I still new to all this. Good job. It's not the job that I wanted, but it got done.
God, he was a bitch.
I should say in Chicago Camarilla, there are some cities that have their own clan status and a permission.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's go home.
Oh, I'm already driving. Callie, you okay back there?
I will be.
Take your time.
Thank you for helping, Killer. I was getting nowhere. I tried.
neither
I'm
was
sorry.
If we wanted to try diplomacy, maybe next time we should have Matthias do it.
You're right. It's not really my forte.
You know, upon further review, I did realize that public speaking or private speaking may not be your forte. But alas, you still got the job done. It's not the way I would like, but it got done.
One less uppity thin blood.
Yes. Also, might make flights in and out of Chicago a lot easier for our little club, if you will.
He probably could have fed into his need to be recognized by the Camarilla after the fact. It's probably what he wanted.
Yet he did not speak it, so...
Because he thought we weren't capable, and...
Well,
I don't like it when people misjudge us.
I have to agree.
Underestimate us.
You are quite more than capable of snapping his neck. God damn, I'm sorry I keep going back to that, but that was a sight.
The shadows are very, capable.
There's a reason they're scared of you, Keller, and they should be.
Are you guys heading back to the hotel?
Yeah.
Okay. You stop at the hotel, and you find yourself there, parking in the Ace parking lot, just off to the side.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's a parking lot.
Mm-hmm. and you make your way back into the lobby and through your perspective rooms.
I don't want to go to my room just yet.
Okie dokie.
Matthias, before he turns into his room, Keller,
Yes.
find your center again. Stay true to being human.
This too
Trust-
shall pass,
No.
but it will.
Have a good night, Keller.
You as well. We did use one of the burners, by the way. We have 3 left for inventory purposes.
Thank you very much. Good. Oh, the outfit that my friend Sarah borrowed from you is probably gone. I will replace it as soon as I can.
Don't worry about it. Close are close.
If you need to talk, you know where I am. And I promise not to make everything about my favorite subject.
No, I think I want to be by myself for a little while.
I understand that. Good night, Keller.
Good night.
Matthias,
Mr. Bishop.
I believe you wish to discuss something about your friend Jason with me.
With you.
About how to... Are we in the basement?
Yep.
Oh, yes, yes, come to the room. Yes. And he will close. And you'll notice that the body is actually not underneath the bed, but it's kind of like propped up. Like his hands together, like as much of like a prayer as possible.
There's like rope tied around his wrist, so they're kind of limp.
Yep.
So it's more like a praying mantis.
Yep.
Bikupa.
Don't worry about. He's still recovering.
I just kind of poke his head.
I don't think you're dead yet. Stop that.
Fine.
I've been reading to him. I don't know if this is like a coma or anything, but maybe when they
Closest
wake.
Equivalent, you should say, we have to the kind.
I'm
But
assuming.
getting to the point, you need to have Jason feed directly from a vein for 3 nights, within the span of 3 nights, not necessarily consecutively, but they must be within a year of each other.
3 different nights within a year, directly from my vein.
Yep,
That's it.
that's it.
No special sayings.
No
or-
ritual, no words, just the blood. That's all it is.
That seems too easy.
It isn't it. I've read into it. Even weaker vampires than some of the older ones can do it to them. There's nothing stopping it. It's just how the blood works.
Okay.
The humans
Well-
will be more susceptible in general, I would say.
Will Jason still be Jason? Will he-
Yes, but you will find, starting from the first time he does so, he will become more fixated upon you. And then the second time, even more so. You may find him, from what I've read, around when you didn't expect him to be around, even if it's not directly interacting with you. And then on the third time, he's yours. You will be his whole world. But he will also gain the power of the blood as a ghoul. He'll stop aging. He will gain some measure our abilities. I think it varies. But he will be dependent on your blood. And you have to renew the bond every so often.
The exact verse does not come to mind, but I have a feeling that this is not a good thing.
I mean, you'll be granting him youth, perpetual youth, stability with someone he trusts already.
People should learn to stop trusting me.
Obviously, the choice is ultimately up to you.
Yes.
But as involved as we've had him at times, it would be beneficial, and we would no longer need to, once he is ghouled, worry about the masquerade.
I know. I'm still. The moral conundrums of being us is
I
horrifying.
understand the struggle. Well, I can't say I understand it, but I can imagine it. Between the ethics of your faith and what we are must be quite a thing to handle.
It is. It quite is. But it's just simply another test. Another test that I will figure out how to pass eventually. But I want to say thank you. That was very easy, unfortunate, terrifyingly easy. And actually makes a lot of sense of my first night. Um, that's all I had. Is there anything from you, Mr. Bishop?
No, I don't think so.
Good.
Thanks for the help, obviously, today as usual. Once
I give
again, Keller has been our saving grace.
Keller's either going to be our savior or our devil.
She's the little linchpin in our group.
She's definitely very unique.
Well, good night, Matthias.
Good night, Mr. Bishop. Have a great
And then
day.
I give one last little poke to Evans, like the right like of his temple,
Ah!
like hard,
Yeah. Ah!
and then I walk out to my room.
Matthias will actually lean it back up and wipe off his face and start talking to him. I'm actually very sorry for his behaviors. The young are still young, no matter what world they come from. Anyway, shall we continue our particular little book club? And say unto thee, he said, thou be stone thy.
What is Keller thinking about?
Am I able to get up to the roof of the hotel?
Yeah.
Keller would make their way up to the roof of the hotel. Kind of just go over to the edge and, sit their butt on the roof and just lean back against the ledge, looking up at the stars, and probably takes a minute just to look. Not a minute, maybe takes a little while just to look at the stars, the constellations, the moon.
In a city like Chicago, it's really hard to see any stars. Really hard to see a full constellation. Is there one in particular you're looking for?
I am looking for my favorite constellation, which is the Andromeda constellation. which settles between Cassiopeia and Pegasus and Pisces.
Roll a wits awareness check.
Out here real quick.
2. Really, really hard. Too many lights on this day. And at this hour, the sun is arriving. It's nearing. You know of a place you can go to and spend time if you wish to view those things. Although artificial, it is, unfortunately, one of the few options that you actually have. View the stars as they're meant to be seen. Away from the city, away from artificial light, away from the world. It's only a quick walk away. But at this moment, you don't have time.
Keller will stay up on the roof for as long as they can until it cuts it too close and ruminates about everything that they did, worries about tomorrow, decides that worrying about it tonight is pointless and heads back down to their room. Worry about it another day.
Getting down into your room. You'll take the evening as day comes, laying to rest for the night that will be here tomorrow. And just like that, it's here. A quick rouse check from all of you. As this night approaches, the night of the arrival of a delegation.
Good.
Okay.
Oh.
For once, I wake up and not hungry. Hungrier.
I gotta stop rolling these fucking red dice. Fuck you, go over there! You scare me.
Be right back.
Everything was taken care of. It has arrived. The night is here.
Go ahead and blush alive.
Flush of life.
I will do the same. My hunger goes up.
What does that leave you at now? 3.
We have time before 10 o'clock, right?
So, what do you all do to prepare for the delegation that is nearly here?
I groom carefully.
Okay.
Shower, shave. Well, not shit, but shower and shave, and we'll request Jason to meet me in the lounge.
He's already gone. The thing already happened while we were asleep.
Yeah.
Never mind. Oh, yeah, that's right.
You actually all have a group text that reads, target attacked, objective complete. Both okay.
Thumb up emoji. Let's see. Tries to work with the kids.
And also a reply, gonna lay low for a little bit.
Understood. That happened. That happened. Now we just need to get our cars, because we took one car yesterday. We need to get the other car.
The other car's already there.
Fair enough.
If you ever want to fall back on that, there's the handout at the very bottom that was given to you guys.
Yep. I'll text the coterie and we'll say waiting in the lounge. Coming all nines.
Both Nathan and Keller approach. Nathan approaches. It's up to Keller what they do.
I need to grab dinner first, and I'll say that in my text back.
Okay. What are you seeking out at the hotel?
I would like somebody I would really like somebody that's on my preferred drug, but I'll take whatever I can get if it's easier.
Roll me your predator type.
Oh fuck, what is it?
Horny as fudge.
I am a scene queen. My scene queen is a bunch of drug addicts. Why doesn't the book tell you what it is?
Or probably isn't one.
I've rolled it before. I couldn't remember what it is.
It's separate from like, it's not with like where all the predator types are listed out. It's somewhere like farther in. I had to seek it out at one point.
I had a character sheet. It's not the one we use for Roll20, but there's a character sheet that fills it in for you. Let's Google it.
Scene Queen 178. Let's see here.
It's not under that.
Yeah, it's in a different section. For some reason, I don't know why they didn't put them with just the types. I mean, maybe it's under stiffness of the blood. Let's see.
As I know, my prototype is manipulation and subterfuge, so that's not the same.
I know
manipulation, persuasion. 308.
There, the predator pools. Yep, starting at 307. There they are.
And yours is at the top of 308 on the very far left. Manipulation and persuasion.
Yeah. Manipulation plus persuasion, of which I only have manipulation.
Makes you feel better. Mine's manipulation and subterfuge, which I have.
Take that over this. It's a social roll.
Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to find the difficulty is at least 2.
I'm rolling 2 dice.
Oh, you are? Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
And it is a social roll, so I get to add my stunning to that, don't I?
Yes, you do. Go ahead.
So pretty.
3.
3? Perfect. All
I
right.
want your dice.
I'm rolling different dice.
I'm
rolling different blood dice. They scare me.
You have a customer who you often bring with you clubbing that is currently residing at the Hotel Lincoln. And you go up to them and they sort of just look to you and say, hey, how are you? How's it going? You, yeah, what's going on? They have a particular liking for Oxycontin pills. It's not bad if you're not taking, well, anything you have to smoke from their mindset. You got any more? I'm sorry. I've just
I do.
I've had the worst week. I ran out of everything.
I've got you, man. I got you.
Work has been so bad, and they're just, oh god.
No, I've got you right here.
I know. Thanks. and and my baby mama, like, she's just up on the alimony. And yeah, thank you.
No, man, tell me all about it, and I'm just gonna spend time with him and get him
My
high,
knee,
and
yeah, my knee's been killing me. I could
I'll give
barely,
him extra if he's the more he talks.
I could barely walk to work right now, and like, and I need this job. I need this job. Ugh,
I know you do,
fuck.
man. I've got you.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Takes the pills, pops them. Oh, you're a lifesaver. I can't even go. I can't even go like in drinking with you or Maori and everybody without my knee popping in and out. I swear. God.
Fucking rough, man. I fucking get it.
Yeah, it's.
And it's a lot more fun with you around.
You're just saying that.
No, I don't say shit just to say shit. You know that.
You're just saying. He sort of like drifts off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why don't you lay down? You look a little sore. And I'm just gonna lead him to his bed or his couch or whatever's closest.
Sure, thanks.
No, take a load off, man. Had a lot going on.
Yeah. And he just sort of eventually falls asleep, whispers something under his breath.
I will then, once he is like out, I'll like drink from him.
Okay. The residence you have right now is melancholy.
And I do not like all of my hunger, that would be terrible.
Okay.
I go down to 1. Which, and since I have now had my preferred drug. Where is it? That's not it. Because I'm a high functioning addict.
Get you add 1 die to 1 category of pool. And you
Is that
specify what the substance you use.
a tribute or skill?
That's a merit.
No, I mean, like, do I add? You say pool? So can I just choose any pool?
Yep. Social, strength. So if you've had steroids, you would be martial. If it was
Oh no, I'm gonna do physical.
physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, that works.
I'm up. I'll tuck him into his couch and then make sure the door is locked behind me when I leave.
Problem. Your coterie is there, waiting for you in the lobby.
You ready or what?
Let's go.
You okay there, Kelly?
Yeah, I'm great. Much better than last night. Thank you for asking.
Good.
Let's get the show on the road then.
Yeah, let's go. Take the Focus.
Driving that Focus all the way to Chicago O'Hare. I'm curious, what are you expecting from these delegates?
Nathan's assuming probably well dressed. Probably the more elegant kind of vampires is what he's kind of assuming.
Okay.
Except for like that one description of one, so he's assuming one might be more gruffer, but like probably still put together.
As you enter into the parking lot of O'Hare, what is Keller thinking?
That I will not get caught off guard again. And this will not be a lot easier than we expect it to be. I am expecting trouble at every fucking point. So I am just prepping for that.
Alright. And then Matthias.
I should have stayed home today.
Is that an option when given a task by the prince?
No, but
Is
I
your-
still stayed home today.
Keller, are your friends going to be meeting us?
Are they? Have I heard anything?
Yep. Maori sends you a text. They are meeting you just off the 91 entrance, waiting to escort you to your destination. Your Airbnb provided to you by the greatest innkeeper in Chicago.
I'll text them the tag of the focus so they know what to look for.
Okay.
Do you want them in this car or do you want them in the...
The nicer one.
You and Nathan will take the nicer car. I will take the beat up.
We don't know if it's nicer. We haven't seen it yet.
Whichever car ends up looking better.
This one, hey, it's not beat up anymore. They fixed it.
This one's awesome. Probably more nondescript.
Mm-hmm.
Who gives a shit about Ford Focus, like Ford Escapes or whatever the fuck we're driving?
But you do see, as you're making your way to the Terminal 5 parking lot in Zone 22, next to an empty parking space, the what's awareness roll you all need to make before I reveal.
Oh, God. I have a bad feeling.
So that's 2 blood plus that, and then my awareness is 3.
3.
Oh, that's right. Another substituted blood die.
Welcome back.
Also 3. Out of a shit ton of dice, only 3.
Yeah, 3 as well.
3 as well. Okay.
3 threes is my favorite thing in existence.
Lincoln Navigator, black, tinted windows.
That's it.
You were saying?
Kindred Mobile.
Classic.
Would I know which one has better maneuverability and handle?
The Escape.
We should probably take them in the Escape.
I understand your reasoning, but we should take into account that these are guests of the prince, and their accommodations should be kept in mind.
I have to agree.
That thing is a lot harder to maneuver than this.
That's why you're driving.
It's also heavier, though, in case we need that.
That's why you're driving.
Fucking check this thing. I'm assuming we're like pulling up next to it in the empty spot. I'm gonna do a check over of the fucking navigator.
What's awareness?
Three again.
It is a basic Lincoln Navigator. But you find the keys underneath the tire well.
Surprisingly, a good place to keep them. No, like I don't.
Well, I thought we were given that in the envelope. from the
Yes, you
prince,
were. Never mind.
along with the registration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was checking more for. Is there a bomb under this car? Is there
Oh,
anything suspicious about this car?
no.
Okay.
Her bomb in this bitch.
All right, let's go pick them up in their fancy Lincoln.
I have had people attempt to blow me up before. I think it warrants being careful, Matthias.
Oh, Matthias. I mean myself. I fully trust you to do your job, Keller. I would never judge you for this particular part of the job.
Yeah. I'm assuming I'm getting in the driver's seat then.
You are driving, yes. I will be in the car behind you.
I'll be I get in the front.
You need to be in front of us.
I'll be in the car in front of you then.
Then you make your way into the airport, I presume?
Mm-hmm.
Breaching into O'Hare through the sliding glass doors and onto that dim, glossy floor. Working your way through the busy sounds and makings of an airport. The long hallways and all the kind that surround it. The lives that be let out in an airport during the nighttime. until you see your destination, Herrick's Grocers, in the arrival area. The delegation has not come yet. You are to wait. What's awareness, everybody?
How many people are watching us?
Free again.
3.
4.
Stand by. This is my best roll, and I got a fucking 2.
2.
Yes.
Okay.
Matthias is the most useless vampire in history.
The only competent one here is Keller.
You notice that armed security again, every now and then checking earpieces as they work their way throughout the airport, not really paying attention to you, but still upon patrol as they are making their way through Terminal 5. And as one guard passes you, it's almost as if that's where you see them. You see the man first. Gruff did not begin or prepare you for this description of a man, Nathan. His anemic skin stretches across sharp cheekbones, and his hollow eyes do not help his emaciated look. His bald head is wrinkled and flaky. His beard, wild and untamed around a pair of chapped lips. He holds his arms in front of him with joined hands, so his many rings on one hand scrape against the surface of those on the other as his large eyes shift nervously, almost maniacally, from side to side. In the other is a slender and broad-shouldered, beautiful young woman with a short, slender, broad-shouldered, and muscular young woman. Long chestnut brown hair, and her face indicating Japanese ancestry. Wearing, of course, a power suit, almost of the same make as Keller's, well fit and tailored, in sharp juxtaposition to the uniform that her companion is wearing. And for all of you, or for two of you rather, they're all strangers. But for Keller, you know that woman. You can never forget the face that brought you into this existence, into this night. It's your sire. They approach you. They smile. And that is where we end tonight's session.
Some bitch. Oh, I knew you were good. You motherfucker.
I was like, it's about to end.
When I read the letter last week, I was like, Quinn, please, no! No!
Saw it coming from miles.
That was so good.
Hello, everybody.
God damn it, Quinn, I hate you.
I am your storyteller, Quinn Sullivan. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this lovely evening of Vampy Chow Killer times.
Fight crimes.
Fight crimes happened.
Bye.
It wasn't fight crimes!
No, it was just straight up murder.
Hentai
Straight up murder.
Hentai time.
Keller's hentai crime. KHK. Kingdom Hearts, Keller.
No, by crimes, only hentai time.
Oh my god.
Keller's hentai time.
Anyway, I hope you all had a good time.
Well, thank you for joining us, everybody. I've been your storyteller, Quinn Sullivan. Joining me, thank you again for joining us. Let's go around the horn real quick as I look for somebody to raid. And start with Vaughn.
Hi everyone, I'm Bon. You can find me here every Monday playing Vampire the Masquerade with all these lovely people. It's the only real place to find me. You can find me in the chat here as the Tired Warlock. Other than that, stick around and see who we raid.
Cool. And Keller.
Oh, why did that go to full screen? That's
Or
not what I wanted.
Dana, rather. Not Keller.
Anyway, hi everybody. I'm Dana. You can find me on the internet at DanaLeeB, where I'm internally streaming on all social media platforms. You can catch me here every Monday playing with my friends as I continue to scream. You can catch me on So Many Games' Twitch channel every Tuesday playing Star Trek Adventures or Call of Cthulhu. You can find me soon to be coming up every other Thursday on Jumpstack Charisma as we play a new Star Wars FFG game that has yet to be determined what the title is because we've changed ships. And then for the next 2 weeks, find me on my personal Twitch channel at twitch.tv/DanaLeeB as I play video games for fun and I'm be very bad at it. And you can also catch me on my podcast every other Monday. It drops at noon Central Time that I do with my best friend Robert. It's called Flanking Bonus, and we talk about weird, nerdy shit.
All right. And then Lamar.
Top of the morning to your lads and lasses. My name is the Mother Con Guy. You can find me at LEMAL, the Con Guy, on Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter, all under that same handle. Or you can go to my link tree, link.tr.ee/Lamar the Con Guy. Every Monday, I'm here playing Matthias, my very sad and lonely and upset creature.
Who is loved?
Who is so loved, but so fucked. Over Wednesday on the Real Gobshite channel, playing some D&D for a couple weeks. Not this week, because it's my birthday week, but generally Thursday, Friday, you might catch me playing some video games on my own Twitch channel, which the next game I'm going to be playing is Resident Evil 4, so I can prepare to play Resident Evil Mommy Milkers. I also have a bunch of podcasts. I'm on the Nerdy Point of View with Mr. and Mrs. Penaloza. I'm also on the Most Extreme Ranking Challenge with me, 2 other black guys, and a poor Tyler, who rank our ideas of the top 5 and bottom 3 of various pop culture things. The recent episode of Pro Wrestling just came out, where there's an image of me as Rikishi that exists in the world.
Hey. And yeah, all right. That's the thing. Thank you everybody for joining us for tonight. I couldn't find anybody to raid, so we're just gonna end the stream for tonight. So yeah, join us next Monday at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time as we see where this shit goes.
Fuck you, Quinn!
You gave do crime.
Gay fast, eat ass.